Hi guys, it's Josh. So I've had a few requests to show how I played my cover of The Night Me and Your Mama Met that I did a while ago. And I've noticed there doesn't seem to be any good tutorials on how to play this song. So as a thank you for all your kind and lovely comments, I've decided to make a video showing you how to play the parts that I did in my cover. And I've never made a how-to video before, so this might not be the best instructional guitar video on YouTube, but hopefully you can all find it useful, and I'd love to see some of your own covers of this really amazing song. So let's get to it. Okay, so to start with, just two quick things to note. I've rolled down the tone on my guitar quite a bit for the strumming part, because if you listen to the original, I think Gary Clark Jr., who plays guitar on the record, did the same. If you've got your tone knobs rolled all the way up, I found it's a bit of an abrasive sound when you're bringing the wah pedal forward. So you want to experiment by yourself to find that sweet spot. And now is probably also a good time to mention that you pretty much need a wah pedal if you want to play this song with the same feel as the original. You could get away without using one, but it does use one quite intensively. And also an important note with regards to timing. So this song is in 3/4, which means you want to be counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in your head. And this is important because the strumming pattern for it has a very strong 3/4 feel, and I think it's swung. So let me show you what I mean. So we'll just do the strumming pattern for now. So you can hear what I'm doing there is I'm bringing the wah pedal forward to accent certain beats. So in general for the chordal section, I've got the wah pedal on and set back, so it's removing all the treble from the tone. And then when I hit the one on the second bar of the strumming pattern, I'm pushing my foot forward and bringing the treble in to accent those beats. So let me play it, and I'll whilst I'm counting, and I'll show you what I mean. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can hear it's really bringing out that second one. And if you listen to my original cover, I don't really emphasize this kind of triplet swung feel. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't do that. I don't emphasize that feel enough. So I'm sometimes playing it a bit more straight, like so. You really want to get the you can hear the difference, I'm sure. It's just about really accenting that one and giving it that kind of swing feel. So listen to the original to really nail that timing. If I could go back and change that original video, that's one thing I would do, is I'd tighten up that strumming rhythm. Okay, cool. So on to playing the chords themselves. The basic progression for this is A, B, G sharp minor, or A flat minor, depending on how you look at it, F sharp minor, and then it goes A, B, up to C sharp minor, and then C sharp minor again. So now this changes a tiny bit in the solo, which I'll go on to show, but it's pretty much that throughout the entire song. And I'm not going to give you the frets and fingering for these, as you can easily find these bar shapes on the internet, but I'll just quickly run through the whole progression so you can hear what it should sound like. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when we get to the solo section, the chords change a little bit. So we go once around the original progression, and then when we get back to C sharp minor, we hold on the C sharp minor like before, and then we're going to go to C major, then we go to B major, and we slowly bring the wah pedal forward. And then it's back to the original progression again. And that's it for all of the chords. So let's move on to the vocal harmony guitar part section. So here what I tried to do was approximate the vocal choir that's on the original but with guitar, and it's not perfect but it gets pretty close. So again, you want to roll your tone knobs down quite a bit, and I've also added in some delay now to create kind of ethereal, otherworldly sound. So what we're going to do is we're largely playing the upper triads of the original bar chords but with some important variations. So for this section, you're only going to be playing the notes on the G, B and E strings. So to speed things up, I'm just going to say the frets in order on the strings. So if I say 6, 5, 5, that means 6 on the G, 5 on the B and 5 on the E. So we're starting off with an A triad, 6, 5, 5. And what we're going to do is start with our volume knob rolled down and slowly roll it up in time with the beat like this. So this can take a bit of practice to get right, but if you stick with it, you'll get there. Volume swells are an amazing thing to have in your arsenal, so if you can't already do them, now is a great time to learn. So we're going to follow the chord progression. So we start off with a 6, 5, 5, and then 8, 7, 7, which is B, and then 4, 4, 4, and then 2, 2, 2. And each time you're just rolling the volume knob up and then quickly down so you can bring it back up again. Okay, so that's the first bit. And then the second sort of bit, so we're going to 6, 5, 5, and then we're going to slide that shape down a fret to 5, 4, 4, and then back up to 6, 5, 5. And then we play 8, 7, 7. And then we go up to 11, 12, 11. And then 13, 14, 12. So I'm just going to play that last bit so you can hear how it should sound. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So after that, we've got a little tricky bit. And so you're going to be sliding from the 14th fret on the B up to 16 and then back down again. And you've got to time that with the volume swell. So we're starting on 13, 14, 12. Then we're going to go. So as I'm sliding up, I'm bringing the volume in. And then as I'm sliding down, I'm kind of rolling it off. Oh. And then, so after you do that lick, you're going to land on 11, 12, 11. And then you're going to slide from 12 to 14 to 12. And then land on 9, 9, 9. And each time you just bring the volume up and then down again. So from the top, that's... And then it goes back to... Okay. Okay, great. So when it gets to the solo, the vocal harmony changes a little bit. So we do the same as we were doing and we get to C sharp minor. And then to reflect the changing chords underneath, we've got a kind of different bit here. So we're going to play 5, 5 open and 5, 7 open and 5, 8 open. And then starting on the D, 7, 8, sorry, 9, 8, 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's it for the vocal harmonies. In the run up to the solo, there's a little descending line that I've done with tapped harmonics. So if you've never done a tapped harmonic before, what we're basically doing is fretting notes with the left hand and then using the right hand to tap on the frets above it. So usually this is a distance of an octave, but it could be less or more. For this song, I'm literally just mimicking the fret movement of the left hand with the right. So I'm fretting on the D string, I'm going 9, 7, 6, and then 9 on the A. And I'm tapping with my right hand at 21. 19, 18, 21 on the A. So that's 12 frets above each note to get that octave harmonic. And with tapped harmonics, you want to hammer directly onto the fret itself rather than sort of in the middle. And you want to strike it pretty hard so it really rings out and pull away very quickly. You don't really want to like press into the fret, you really just want to strike it. So it should sound like this. So that bit comes in, we've played the chords and the vocal harmony once round, and then that part comes in on the B chord of the main chord progression. So and so it's ending on that last note is on the G sharp minor. Cool. So let's move on to how to play the solo itself. So we want to have a distortion or ideally a fuzz pedal on and a wah pedal at the ready, and you're going to have to experiment with your wah pedal to get the right sound here because there's too much wah phrasing for me to realistically dictate. So we're going to start on the 14th fret on the B string and then go to 14 on the E and bend it up a tone, slow. And then 12 on the B followed by 14 on the E with some vibrato. So that should sound like this. Then we're going 14, 12 on the B, then 14 on the E and bending it up a tone again, and bending it up a tone again, but back down again very quickly. Then 12 on the E, bend up 14 a tone again, 12 on the E, 14 with some vibrato, and then we're going to go 12 on the E, and then 14 on the B and slide down, and as you get to about the 8th fret you want to pull off onto an open B string. So that last bit should sound like this. So then we're going to go to 17 on the E and bend it up a tone, and then 14 and bend it up a tone, and then with the wah back we're going to hit all the open strings together and slowly bring the wah pedal in. So it should sound like that. Now I've had to change the wah pedal I was using because it broke, so I'm just using a crappy multi-effects at the moment, so it's not quite got the same sound, but it should sound good with most normal wah pedals. And you want to kind of slowly bring it in, and if you get it just right, it creates this nice sort of vortexy sort of sound. But this wah pedal's not quite cutting it, but experiment. So after we've done that bit, then we're going to play 12 on the B, and then 13 on the G, and then 11, 9 still on the G. Then we're going to bend 12 up a tone, and then we've got this repeating lick where we bend up 11 on the G a tone, and then play 9 and 12 on the B. And there are some subtle rhythmic variations here that I don't know how to explain exactly theoretically, but it should sound like this. So. And then it finishes off on 11, 9 on the G. So played straight, it would just be. So it's quite a simple lick, but it's very cleverly deployed. Really, it's very. If you listen to my cover or the original, you can hear that there's subtle kind of rhythmic things going on where it's kind of letting. So it's like letting certain notes drag out and just messing with the phrasing of it. It's a really cool sound, especially when you're sort of bringing the wah back and forth gently. Then we play 12 on the B and pre-bend it up to 14 and bend it back down and up again with this rhythm. So it's like. can hear at the end it's got the kind of... Then we bend 12 on the B up a full 2 tones. So this is a very big bend, so don't worry if you find it difficult. So I'm going to go... I'm going to play 9 twice on the B and bend 12 up and down a tone with strength until it fades, like this. And you just keep on doing that until the chord progression ends. Finally, so I back off the volume a lot and I play 12 on the E, bending up a tone and back down, with some heavy vibrato once you've finished the bend. And then 9 on the E, 12 on the B, back to 9 on the E, and pluck that again with some heavy vibrato, and then hammering on to the 12 with a little quarter step bend, so it should sound like this. And then I quickly slide down from the 12 on the G to 11, followed by 9 on the G, 11 on the D, 9 on the G with vibrato. Then 11 on the D with a quick hammer on and puller from 9 to 11 to 9. Then we're going to slide down to 6, then to 4, and a quick hammer on and pull off from 4 to 5 to 4, then pulling off from 7 on to 4 on the A. So that should sound like this. And that's all of the solo. So the whole solo, done slowly, should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got that little lick that goes. Okay guys, so that's it. Hopefully I've covered everything. If I've missed anything, feel free to ask me any questions on YouTube. And if you want to show your support, then please subscribe to my channel. I'm hopefully going to be setting up a Patreon soon as well, so if you can afford to, it'd be great if you could make a donation to help support me and my music. But I hope you found this video useful, and I'll be making some more soon. So take care guys, lots of love.